Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Today I would like to present regarding appraisal of household intention on waste management and recycling in Seremban 2, Negeri Sembilan area. I want to introduce my team members. Me myself, Aruna Fizra binti Sam, Nurul Ain binti Man Aris, and also Dr. Farah Adila binti Abdul Rahman. Proceed to the introduction of this study. The problem of waste management is one of the main concerns that the Malaysian government is working to resolve. This is since Malaysian citizens generate a large amount of waste that is not well managed. According to Berita Harian Online, Malaysian generally approximately 37,890 tons of rubbish per day, equating to at least 1.17 kilograms of waste generated per everyone in the country. That was stated by Annual 2019. As a result, if citizens themselves do not address this problem, increased waste generation will occur in Malaysia. So this study will determine the attitude, subjective norm, and also perceived behavioral control regarding waste management and recycling intention using the theory of planned behavior. So next, proceed to research objective and also research question of this study. For the research question, there is three research question in the study, which is the first one what is the level of intention on waste management and recycling among the Seremban 2 household, and the second one is there any relationship between attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control of Seremban 2 household on the intention on waste management and recycling, and the third one is what is the strongest predictor that influence intention on waste management and recycling among the Seremban 2 household. And for the objective, it just reflect from the research question. The first objective of the study is to study the level of intention on waste management and also recycling among the Seremban 2 household. And the second one is to analyze the influence of attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control on Seremban 2 household on the intention of waste management and also recycling. And the last objective is to examine the strongest predictor that influence intention on waste management and recycling among the Seremban 2 household. Next, I will explain regarding the theoretical framework in this study. We use planned behavioral theory to adapt in this study. So we use a theory of planned behavior to make us understand more regarding the intention on waste management and recycling. So this means for independent variable, there are three independent variable in this study, which are attitude, subjective norm, and also perceived behavioral control. While for the dependent variable, there is intention on waste management and recycling. In this study, the researchers also have come out with the three hypothesis development for attitude. For H0, there is no relationship between attitude and intention on waste management and recycling, while for H1, there is a relationship between attitude and intention on waste management and recycling. Next, for subjective norm, for H0, there is no relationship between subjective norm and intention on waste management and recycling. For H1, there is a relationship between subjective norm and intention on waste management and recycling. And last but not least, for perceived behavioral control, H0 is there is no relationship between perceived behavioral control and intention on waste management and recycling. And for H1, there is a relationship between perceived behavioral control and intention on waste management and recycling. So by doing that, we can come out with the result of this study, which we use a theory of planned behavior to know more regarding this issue, waste management and also recycling. I will explain regarding the research methodology of this study. The quantitative method, causal study, correlational study, and cross-sectional study was used in conducting this research to gather data and information. The unit analysis is based on individuals, which is the data is collected by treating the response of each Seremban 2 household as a source of individual data. There are 250 respondents in the Seremban 2 community was targeted as samples. that were chosen using the convenient sampling technique to make the process collection of data more accessible. Nevertheless, the researchers only obtained 180 respondents because this study was conducted during the COVID-19 pandemic. Hence, it's difficult getting a large sample. However, this study is valid because the researcher have exceeded the 60% ratio of the total targeted respondent. And according to Fincham 2008, the researchers should aim for a response rate of approximately 60% for most studies. So next, the study consists of 6 items and a Likert scale has been used to measure the dependent variable and independent variables ranging from 1 strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 neutral, 4 agree and also 5 strongly agree. Thus, a questionnaire was used to collect the respondents' response and distributed via WhatsApp, Telegram and Facebook. A questionnaire was developed through the literature review and also based on the adoption of planned behavior theory, and some data were obtained from secondary data from newspaper, government website, periodicals, e-books, and also Seremban websites. The researchers have done a pilot study to ensure that the variables are reliable by using a reliability test. Then a normality test has been used to analyze the variable abnormal distribution. So a normality test, Pearson correlation and multiple regression we use to measure the first objective, second objective and also the third objective. I will explain regarding the result and also discussion of this study. So for next, for the objective 1, to study the level of intention on waste management and recycling among the Seremban Dua household. The score of means for intention on waste management and also recycling is 4.275, which prove that Seremban Dua household level of intention on waste and management and also recycling is high. So, and next is for objective 2, to investigate the influence of attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavior control on the intention on waste management and also recycling among the Seremban Dua household. So for attitude, there is a moderate positive significant relationship between attitude and intention on waste management and also recycling, which is R value 0.580 and P value is 0.000. And for subjective norm, there is a low positive significant relationship between subjective norm and intention on waste management and recycling in Seremban Dua household, which is R value 0.405 and P value is 0.000. And last but not least, for perceived behavior control, there is low positive significant relationship between perceived behavior control and intention on waste management and recycling, which R value is 0.470 and also P value is 0.00. And I'll proceed to the objective, the third objective of this study, which is to examine the strongest predictor that influence the intention on waste management and also recycling among the Seremban Dua household. So in this objective, third objective, the value of attitude is 0.649 and P value is 0.00, while the value of subjective norm is negative 0.026 and the P value is 0.790, and the value of perceived behavior control is 0.212 and P value is 0.037. So based on this result, we can conclude that attitude is the strongest independent variable that influence the intention on waste management and recycling as compared to other independent variable, which is subjective norm and also perceived behavioral control. Next, I will explain regarding the recommendation of this study. There are 4 recommendations that can be used in this study. The first recommendation is the function of the government. Government, especially local government, plays a vital role in strengthening laws and also regulation about environmental protection and also conservation. Simply put, the strengthening and enforcement of current environmental laws and regulation is essential to prevent individuals from damaging the environment. Furthermore, local government can encourage the community to play their role in conserving the environment. Local government also can remind the community about the consequences or punishment from damaging the environment. And for the next recommendation is the roles of family. Family implies having someone who loves you unconditionally despite your flaws. Even when it difficult, family members love and also support one another. It is most extraordinary person you can be inspired your loved one. So in this case, in this study, family is also considered as the first source when people will learn everything, especially about waste management and also recycling. This is because the roles of the family itself teach their children about the importance of waste management and recycling to avoid any environmental issue like waste, usage of new raw material, usage of new raw material, usage of energy, air and pollution, and waste from the greenhouse. So means if the family teach their children on how to take care of the environment, so it was a good deal to conserve our environment. Next, for the recommendation, the function of non-governmental organization. The Jom Bersih Bukit Bintang is one of the NGO's environmental awareness initiative, and NGO runs this initiative called Bukit Bintang Central Environmental Committee (BBC), which has collaborated with several government agencies, hotels, retail malls, private agencies, and also educational institutions, including UiTM Seremban 3. This initiative aims to develop a sustainable environment and create a pleasant neighborhood in Bukit Bintang, since Bukit Bintang is a popular tourist destination for foreigner and the local population. So because of the having a good NGOs, it wishes to teach a younger generation such as university students to ensure that the environment is well preserved. When a government when a government agency or an NGO implement waste management and recycling program for the community, the roles of media is really essential, really needed, because it is recommended to invite the media to show or reveal the recycling program that the government agency or NGO has implemented to the people through live television, social media. As a result, people are becoming more aware of recycling, but they also persuaded to join the program. Aside from that, another role of media is to enforce in application or software regarding recycling, in which it contains a lot of information about recycling around the world, as well as a game or activity that people can do, such as a quiz, e-poster competition, recycling video competition, and also others. So this means mass media should create awareness in environmental. Mass media should create awareness in environment to the communities by promoting any environmental event through television, Facebook, and others app. And all of these recommendation will help to preserve our environment, to be a good servant, take care of environment. In conclusion, this research study has successfully achieved the objective of finding out the appraisal of household intention on waste management and recycling in Seremban 2 Negeri Sembilan area. The survey showed that the amount of intention to handle waste and recycle among the Seremban 2 household is high, and it shown that attitude, subjective norm, and perceived behavioral control connect with waste management and recycling in Seremban 2 family. And the study was found that the attitude is a significant predictor of waste management and recycling in the Seremban 2 household. In this issue, everyone plays a significant role in solving this problem. Governments, especially local government, plays a vital role in strengthening laws and regulation about environmental protections and conservation. Local government can encourage the community to play its role in conserving the environment, can remind the community about the consequences or punishment of damaging the environment. That's all from me. Thank you.